Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. We are still in Ghana and this is part 4 of our Cape Coast video.
So they were ready to go, they did not bring them outside. Then they walked through a hole to the door of the return. My colleague came to block the hole. So this part of the hole. This was where they check on them. I said, okay, we are not back. So this is the hole. From there to the exit. You can get closer. Just have a look. Have a look so that we can move on. So this was when they cut them. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of the tunnel. This is the end of the hole. So this one started from where the shrine is. These are sides. So they will start from there. The tunnel is about 80 meters long. When they walked to this place in chains, at first, this was the initial exit. All the men were going this way to the ships. But due to the tidal waves, the sea was coming in. The British blocked that side. And this became the new entrance. So from here, instead of the slaves going this way, they pass here. But this side was blocked when they put us over by Judge McLean. So let's go back here. We entered a cell some minutes ago. You still remember?
Yeah.
That was a death cell. This was another cell. This cell was designed for some of the female slaves that British wanted to rape, and the women refused. Because of mosquitoes, Europeans did not come to Africa with their wives. Mosquitoes killed the Europeans to the extent that they named the coast of West Africa the white man's grave. So only men like us came. They left their wives in England to take care of their children. But the men who were here were adults, and they could not stay alone for a longer time without women. So they raped African women. But sometimes they wanted to do so. Some women would be fighting with them. They also refused to rape. British brought them in. They had the door, they would lock them in. They would stay for a week for punishment. They were doing that for other women to see, so that tomorrow when they get closer to you, what will they do?
Give up.
You know, fight.
Yeah.
There is a hole there, you can see. That was their toilets given to them for a week that they would stay in. They pass food and water through this hole once in a day, sometimes twice. Let's come on. This and this were dungeons built for women. We started on the male dungeons. This is female. So in order to balance gender, we will enter one of the female dungeons. I don't want to be biased toward the ladies, right? So let's enter this one. Women were 300. So 150 were here, 150 in the other generation. And women shouldn't have been taken as slaves. Because in my introduction, I told you they were taken to go and work for Europeans on their farms in Americas and Caribbean. So if you talk of weeding and harvesting sugarcane, cotton, tobacco, rice, and working in the construction sectors, would have been men only, but they took women as well. And they took women purposely to go and breed, to go and give birth, so that they get more out of them. So when they got the 300 women, Europeans forced them to multiply in their minimums. They used them to work 400 years. They didn't pay them anything. In these dungeons, they treated them like the men. They go to toilets, they would urinate. At the end of every month, women pass their menstruations. In addition, naturally. They didn't allow them to bath. They didn't clean their teeth. They did not give them any sanitary pad for 3 months. And upon all this humiliation, British still raped the African women. So anytime they wanted to rape, they leave upstairs, they'll go there, they'll come down in the rooms, open this or that, they'll look through, and they'll select a woman to their bedroom to go and rape. Those who refused that were punished in a cell I just showed you. Some of them became pregnant. So when they were ready to go, women who got pregnant were not taken away. They freed them from this castle. They built houses for that one people start using bricks like this. They kept them there. They became free people. They gave them all they needed. When they gave birth, sometimes they free the mother with the child. But they take out the mother and the baby up to about 10 years or more. They go and take the light-skinned baby from the mother, and they bring the mother again as a slave. And they gave birth to mulattoes or light-skinned children. Ghana, we call them half-cat. And they gave names to those children. That is how come along the coast of Ghana, especially where Europeans settled, there are light-skinned people, and some of the Ghanaians having some European last names, such as Van Dyke, Van der Poel, Van Vika, Bartels, Da Costa, De Souza, Johnson, Coulson, Roxon, Peterson, Morris, Anderson, Williams, Blanson, Brown, Bruce, Taylor, McCarthy, Hughes, all the senses. Do you know some of these names?
Yeah. I know.
Thank you. Before white men came to rape our ancestors, give birth to mulattoes and giving names, we never had these names. They were typical African tribal names that are for identification. If they mention, you know that this person is from here or there. And they couldn't pronounce our names. And they corrupted most of our local names. And that is one of the major reasons why all the Africans taken away from Africa and they're in the New World, the Americas and Caribbean, in Europe, they can never come back to Africa and trace their tribes. They only come here and that's it. Because if they had allowed them to maintain their original names, they would come and know I am Kwewu, I'm a Yoruba, I'm an Ashanti, I'm Ewe, or Gan. But if you come with Oprah Winfrey, Tyson Gay, Usain Bolt, these names, tell me, where will you go in Ghana? Which family?
I don't know.
You can't find anybody. It is very sad. Let's move on. Time for other bits. This is the door of no return. Ladies and gentlemen, you can see it. But it is not the original. It was here, but it is not original. The original one was small and narrow, which was designed for one person at a time. So when they're ready to go with them, they'll bring their slaves, women from here, men from there. They chain them. They go through one after the other in chains. That was the end. They didn't get the chance to come back again. But the door was made bigger like this during colonial time. If you happen to visit Elmina Castle, Elmina still has original. This was replaced. And if you go through this door of no return, during the time of slave trade as a black person, one, you will lose your identity. You will lose your culture, respect, dignity, and everything. From here, some of the captives, were taken to North America, United States, places like Jamestown in Virginia, North and South Carolina, and almost all the regional British states in America. There were 13 states originally. They all passed through this castle. Some went to England, Liverpool. And ladies and gentlemen, Liverpool was the biggest slave harbor in the whole of Europe, Liverpool. Others was taken to Bristol, Bahamas, Trinidad and Tobago, Jamaica, including Barbados, all from this castle. And also went to Brazil. Brazilians were taken from Almina Castle by Portuguese, because Brazil was a Portuguese colony. Some of the Brazilians were taken from Angola, East Africa. Portuguese went to Angola and Congo. But if you talk about Suriname, Dutch Guyana, Curaçao and others, were taken from Almina Castle by the Dutch people. And also were taken to the French Caribbean. They were taken from Senegal, Gobi Island. And interestingly, Brazil received the largest number of slaves from Africa. Brazil alone got 47% of the entire slaves from Africa. And Brazil is the third largest black population in the whole world, outside Nigeria and Ethiopia. Did you know that? That is a fact. As I speak today, 21st century, Brazil have a black population of about 93 million. But it is not a joke.
Some dog.
We hope that you learned something, and make sure to subscribe and share, and stay tuned for part 5.